I am Lieutenant Colonel Val Baker. I showed in all of the roping and time classes today or yesterday, and the horse that I won on was Capital Business. We won the heading, and we got reserve in the goat tying, and then I won reserve with Diamond Rio in the steer stopping. My goal coming to this World Show is to catch everything. That is my goal, especially with the roping. Everything else shakes out from that, but if you don't catch, you don't get anything. So that, going in and practicing that, making sure that you're accurate and go in and catch so that your judges can give you a score, is the biggest goal I think you should set for roping. I just bought a little mare in February, and she's young and she's very inexperienced. I've been showing her to some rodeos to try and get her some experience. And I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get her ready. I knew she was going to take some time just loping and getting her in and out of the box. And the crew running the cattle said they would have the cattle there at 6. I said, oh great, I'll warm her up and score cattle. And we were scoring about the 120th steer, and she'd had enough, and she came up in the box and broke my nose at about 6:38 in the morning. And luckily the roping didn't start until 10 with the goat tie-in, so I had some time to recover and get everything to quit bleeding. Had some challenges because I couldn't breathe out my nose, and of course you hold the goat string and the piggin string with your mouth, so I had to do some innovation, but it all worked out. My biggest fear was that I lost so much blood that I wasn't going to be able to have stamina, and calf roping is a pretty tough class. You've got to go down and flank and tie a calf, so I was really worried about that, and of course the fact I couldn't breathe through my mouth. And so I got about a 10-second lesson on how to string from the hip, which is something I've never done before. And it worked out, and the biggest thing is just to keep on going, don't ever quit, and keep trying, and things will work out. We ended up third in the calf roping, and I was pretty happy with that, considering all of the stumbling blocks we had in the morning. But it turned out to be a pretty good day with a kind of an awful start. I won the heading finally. I have had wins with Cappy throughout the years in breakaway, goat tying, tie-down calf roping, heeling, steer stopping multiple times, and I have never gotten to win the heading. It's been so elusive. And of course you have the heeler, and it's not been that many years that we've actually been able to have the pros rope behind us. And I appreciate that, because then you're not left to the team roping whims that happen. It's team roping and you have to have a partner. And so finally, on my probably one of the best heading horses I'll ever own, I finally won the heading. So it's been a long time coming. Worked a long time to get that. I want to cry. I'm very happy about it. I bought Cappy 17 years ago as a 2-year-old, sight unseen. I was deployed in Bosnia, and my friends called me and said, we found the horse for you. And I'm so glad I did. So we've been, gosh, he's been stationed with me everywhere I've been except for overseas. So 17 years of having him in my backyard has been pretty cool. It keeps you grounded. There's so much stuff going on in the military. Right now I'm in charge of doing cybersecurity assessments for all the air operations centers around the world. And the reality's there, the enemy is there, and so when you get home and you shed all that technology and can go out and ride, it's wonderful. So it's just always nice to have something to keep you grounded. I've been here every time that I've been on American soil since 1996. So the years I haven't been here is because I was deployed or stationed overseas. I love it. This is the funnest thing. I really miss having the amateur youth together because we all cheered for each other so much, and that was a lot of fun because you practice with the youth, they practice with you. The open guys take things too serious, sorry to say, including themselves sometimes, but having people there to cheer for you and cheering for them and helping them run through stuff and seeing them with their successes is very special. And I think the amateurs have a lot more fun in the roping just because we all know that it's tough and things sometimes don't go your way, so we all cheer for each other no matter what. And it's a pretty good group that was here this year. A lot of camaraderie out there in the arena. First time I ever entered a paint show was the World. The kid named AJ Garcia, I went to a convention rodeo and we roped, and I was on a little paint horse. And he said, oh, you rope pretty good for a girl. You ought to show that paint horse of yours. And I said, okay. And he said, the next show's in July. And the next show was the World Show. And he came and did pretty well, and just wanted to keep on going. And it's not for the prizes or the money. It really is just because it's fun, and it's a goal to set every year. And I think everybody should have goals. I'm just glad that it was finally on Veterans Day and active duty Air Force, go Air Force.